I'm Sarah Lee Kessler. A major federal grant to a New Jersey biotech company could result in a new way to fight the flu. I'll have the story.
VaxInnate is a small New Jersey biotech company with a huge mission to produce enough flu vaccine to quickly inoculate every American in case there's another pandemic. It says it has the know-how, a novel way to produce vaccine in a fraction of the time. The federal government is a believer and has responded with a $196 million contract. NJN News health and medical correspondent Sarah Lee Kessler has the story.
We're here today to celebrate VaxInnate's significant accomplishment.
VaxInnate, a 9-year-old New Jersey biotech company, has been awarded a 5-year federal contract worth up to $196 million to fund development of the next generation of flu vaccines. Instead of using hen's eggs, which takes 6 months, VaxInnate uses recombinant technology, relying on E. coli bacteria as a platform. It's much less expensive and much quicker.
Well, this is kind of the guts of the system here.
This small fermenter can produce 10 million doses of pandemic flu vaccine in just weeks.
The tank that we just saw would be able to make enough vaccine to vaccinate everybody in the state of New Jersey. And starting from complete ignorance about the new strain to something that you could put in people is about 3 weeks.
At a news conference today at VaxInnate's Cranberry headquarters, Mercer County Congressman Holt said this type of technology is both timely and innovative.
To have a technique for vaccines that can be adjusted quickly for whatever variety it is, that can be produced quickly without having to get 1 million chickens to lay eggs first, is really an attractive idea.
Following the 2009 swine flu debacle, in which vaccine makers were unable to produce enough H1N1 vaccine until the pandemic had subsided, the federal government looked for new solutions. Enter VaxInnate.
You need a vaccine that can be on the market in 3 to 4 months. And the only way to do this is really by recombinant technologies such as ours.
Congressman Holt says the novel approach that VaxInnate is using to produce influenza vaccine has widespread potential application, malaria vaccine, dengue fever, for instance. But he also says this type of technology is in the national interest.
I mean, it's important for naturally occurring epidemics and pandemics like influenza, but it can also be important for deliberately introduced things that bioterrorism might bring into our population.
The company's model flu vaccine proved safe and effective in a small clinical trial. A larger trial is scheduled to begin early next year. Sarah Lee Kessler, NJN News, Cranberry.